Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, and welcome to another lesson brought to you by the Institute of Ibn Mandhoor. This lesson, insha'Allah, is going to be a continuation of Diacritics part 2. This part, the third part, is going to be about a more simple concept, a more simple phenomena, and this is called sukoon. Sukoon. Now, the word sukoon means something along the lines of staying. Now, we are talking about in terms of sounds. So, we'll find the sound stays on a particular letter. And this will, inshallah, the meaning and what I'm trying to say to you will manifest more clearly via going through some examples. I'll give you, inshallah, some English equivalents so you can actually understand something before actually going through the examples. First and foremost, let's take an English example. Let's take the word simple. Simple. Now, I want you to concentrate on the letter M. You see? Simple. The letter M is stopped. It's not simple, simipo, or simupo. It's simple. So here we can see that the sound stays on the letter M and pauses there. Simple. Okay? And this is exactly what's going to happen in the Arabic language. The sound will stay on a particular letter and pause there. Okay, so let us now look at the word simple a bit more further. You see, simple, yes, we said that there's a sukoon on the M sound. That's what the sukoon is, it pauses the sound. But look also, there's a sound before the M. Simple. So it's exactly the same in Arabic. You need another vowel before the sukoon, right? You had to have another sound before pausing on the M, right? You said simple. You can't say You have to have another sound before it, and it's exactly the same thing in Arabic. For you to even have a sukoon, you will need another vowel before it. Now, before we dive into the Arabic language itself, I want to draw your attention to how the sukoon is written symbolically. If you remember back in Diacritics 2, we spoke about the tanween, and that the tanween for the dhamma, was also written in a few ways. And it's the same for the sukoon. You can see on your screen now that there's a couple of ways to actually write the sukoon. But generally, the one that you find mostly used is the one that's actually ringed on your screens now. And this is the one we will be using, inshallah, in these lessons. طيب, let's go through our first example. So now what we see is a hamza with a fatha on top, and as we discussed previously, this gives rise to the sound a. Now the next letter is ba. Now we see above it the sukoon, so what we want to do is pause or stay on the letter. So the way we'll say this construction is ab. Stop there, pause there, stay there. It's not aba, it's not abi, it's not abu. Stop. Ab. Now, relating this back to the English example I used before with the word simple, we paused on the letter M. Simple. Here we're pausing on the letter ba. Ab. Also, there was a sound before the letter M. Simple. And I said that you must have a sound before the sukoon, or a vowel before the sukoon. So in this example, we see that before the sukoon on the ba, there's a fatha. Ab. It makes sense. Ab. طيب, our next example, take the kasra version now. Again, it's exactly the same because the sound is paused on the ba, so nothing's going to happen on the ba, it's just the sound before it. So this one is ib. Ib. Last but not least, let's take our final vowel, the dhamma, and this one should be ub. Ub. As per usual, let's go through some examples, okay? And let's see if you can apply what we've just learnt and inshallah get it right. طيب, so the first one we see the letter ayn with the fatha and a noon with a sukoon on it. So we should read this one as an. The next one is the letter mim with the kasrah, and again another noon with the sukoon. So this one is min, min. And the final one we have is the letter kha with a dhamma on it, and this time we have a dhal with a sukoon. So this one should be khudh, khudh. Alhamdulillah, that now brings us nicely to the end of Diacritics part 3. You are more than welcome to ask as many questions as you like on our very own forum at www.ibnmandhoor.forumotion.com, and inshallah we are more than happy to answer those there. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.